Hi.
Alright.
And first thing I want to thank you for giving me a valuable time to me to talk with
Yeah,
me.
no problem. Thank you for interviewing me. Awesome.
So can you introduce yourself to my audience?
My name is Dylan Wright. I'm 17 years old and I'm from the US.
Yes, okay.
I like to draw. I do art and stuff.
What do you do?
I do art. Yeah, I draw art on my Instagram account, and then I have two where I basically just post. I have a personal one where I just post my what I like to draw, and then I have another one where I draw other stuff for other people.
Okay. Are you a student or doing any job?
Yes. No, I'm a student. I'm a high school student.
High
I'm going to
school
be a
student.
senior.
You're going to be a singer.
Yeah, senior at high school.
Okay, okay, senior. Okay. What is your subject?
This year I'm taking a whole bunch of different stuff. Like I'm taking like computer programming classes. I'm taking like literature, all math, all sorts of different stuff. Like
Okay, okay.
civics, there's like government and stuff. But yeah,
Okay, okay. My name is Sai Churan. I'm from India and I have completed my Uh, I'm master of technology. I did my post graduation.
awesome.
Yeah, and I have three blogs, three websites, my own. I write about human psychology in two blogs, and in one blog I'll write about the technical topics, computer science and engineering.
Awesome.
So, what is your age?
I'm 17.
17 years old. Okay. So, can you tell more about yourself to my audience?
Um, I live in California. I mean, I don't know. I'm a normal teenager. I like to play video games. Uh, but mostly I'll draw and do a lot of art and stuff like that. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm in part of a basketball program, part of my school, but yeah.
Okay. I saw your profile.
Thank
I saw
you.
your profile. I felt like I want to talk with you, but you never uploaded your photos in your profile.
Yeah, mostly I don't upload any of myself, but mostly just well, actually all of them are just pictures I draw. But
What are your interests? What are your interests?
um, obviously drawing. Uh, I like to play basketball a lot. I like basketball, and then I'll just play video games too. But and then I have an unhealthy habit to sleep too much. But other than that, that's pretty much. I'll hang out with my friends too every once in a while. I like we'll go hang out downtown, or we'll go to a park, or we'll play basketball or something.
So, what are your plans? What you wanted to do in coming days in your life?
Well, right now we're dealing with the coronavirus and everything, so there's not much to do. We're just waiting to hopefully we're trying to see if we can go back to school, but right now I'm just spending most of the time with my family, uh, just doing everything trying to stay safe, staying home a lot, doing all the things I can do from home, like draw, and I have a basketball hoop outside, so I'll play basketball.
So, how much time you spend on different things? What is your daily
Um,
routine?
I'll wake up pretty late. I'll usually wake up around usually around 11 or 12, and then uh, I've I've been trying to work out more because I don't want to be sitting down all day. So I'll usually get up and work out, and then I'll come down to my room and I'll draw, and then hang out with my brothers and sister, and then eat dinner, come downstairs, and just maybe if I have time, play some video games, and then catch up on any drawing work I have to do for other people. Uh, and usually, because I'll stay up pretty late, usually around 2, 3 in the morning, and then I'll go to bed.
So, are you a social person? Will you spend time in on social networks?
Excuse me.
Uh, will you spend time on social networks, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat?
Uh, I don't spend too much time, but I do spend. I wouldn't say I spend hours of my day, but occasionally I like check in, see what everyone else is doing, and then part of part of what I do, like drawing wise, is I run an account with my friend, and we'll make drawings for other people. So we'll have to check in on that every once in a while to catch up and make art for people.
What are you good in? What are you
School
good at?
wise, you mean, or
On
just in
anything,
general?
anything, general.
I like to think I'm good at drawing, uh, but
What
I don't
drawing
know.
you draw?
Mostly like comic characters, like or
Comic
from like
characters.
video games, comic books, all sorts of stuff. But uh, I've taken art classes before, and so like I've drawn like realistic. I've drawn in all sorts of style. Uh, but yeah, I don't know. I I'm trying to get more into like electronics and like building stuff and like figuring out how it all works, but I'm not too good at it yet. But that's what I'm trying to get good at right now.
What is drawing in your point of view?
I mean, people say like they can't draw, but like I think anyone can. It's basically just it doesn't have to be good. It just you put your pen on the paper and you just start drawing. It doesn't have to be like a masterpiece, but everyone's got to start somewhere. So it's just anything you try to draw on a piece of paper or anything you try to make on a piece of paper. It doesn't have to be big. It can be small. It can be like a little doodle. That's how most artists start out.
What kind of response you get for your drawings?
I mean, it's mostly positive. I don't get anyone that like hates me, but yeah, no, I'll just get because my biggest supporter is my uncle, who's also like an artist. He's way better than me, but uh, he does art too, and I'll post something and he'll always comment on it and like praising me. It's nice, but that's it helps like all the positive like feedback that you get from it. It helps you like keep drawing.
What you have drawn till today?
What have I drawn today?
Yes, I mean till today.
Uh, oh, until today.
Yeah.
I've drawn all sorts of things. I've drawn characters like the Flash, Wolverine, Spider-Man, like the Joker, all sorts of different comic characters, and I have a bunch of drawings from like classes I've taken like over the years. I've like self-portraits, like nature drawings, uh, and then like, I have a whole account like of just drawings of other people, like usually they're like sports or like them with friends, and we'll just draw that. But yeah, so
How much
it's
time
kind
it?
of.
How much time you
I'm
take
sorry.
to draw anything?
Sorry. For like my personal like stuff where I draw the characters, it can take anywhere from like 15 hours. I have drawings that taken like one of my drawings have taken like 15, 16 hours. But the other smaller ones I do for my other account, they usually only take like 1 or 2 hours. Sometimes they take a little longer depending on what it is. But yeah. So for like the personal ones, it's like 15, 16 hours though.
Okay, okay. That's I mean it's a long time.
Yeah, it is. But you
Can
just get
you
better and better. So
can you draw my image if you
excuse
wanted
me.
to draw? Can you
Can
draw
I draw
my
you?
image? Yeah,
I,
if you
I
want
could,
to
yeah.
draw.
Yeah, I could. It would take me a little bit, but I could do it.
It's a great talent, man. It's a great.
Yeah.
I think you should be a keen observer.
Yes, I am. I look at something and I'll just like I have to study it because especially my personal ones, like they can get into like a lot of detail, so I have to like study it really closely, and then because I have to make sure it's like angles are right, and because you don't want it to like spend like an hour on something and then realize it's not correct. So you just waste an hour. But so yeah, I have to focus on it a lot and make sure I'm observing everything correctly.
Who is your inspiration in drawing?
My uncle for sure. He didn't introduce it to me, but he was definitely like the one I looked up to, especially like when I wasn't as good as I was. I would like see his drawings, and his are amazing. They look like real life pictures, like someone just took a picture of it and uploaded it. But his is really good because he's able to do that for a living, and so like I want to be able to like turn this into a living too.
Okay. I don't know about drawing. Why drawing came and what is the use of drawing and what is the intention of drawing something? What you are conveying with your drawing?
Well, I basically just do it right now because it's fun and I can make a little bit of money off of it, so that doesn't help. But I want to be able to, I hopefully be able to study it in college so I can, turn it into, uh, like a, so I can turn it into like a career, and so I can do something I love rather than like being forced into something I don't want to do for the rest of my life, you know?
So you want to be an artist?
Yes, mainly I either want to be like some sort of like animator for like a TV show, that would be the main goal, or some sort of like video game designer where I can like, design characters and worlds and like levels and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's this the subject you took takes a lot of time. Actually, if you want to draw about something or if you want to
Yeah,
create something which is already existed in this world, you're
yeah,
observing it and you are trying to put it exactly how it is.
yeah. No, there's definitely a lot of work to it, and like there'll be big teams, and it'll still take months to do. So,
You do
yeah.
it alone.
I do my personal stuff alone, but I work with other people to do other stuff. Like my one of my closest friends, we run the account I've been talking about where we draw other people.
What you are called as drawing
Excuse
artist?
me, what do I call myself?
I mean, what should I call you? A artist or
Yeah, an artist works. I mean,
artist?
yeah.
And what do you observe? You draw about human images, right? You draw human images.
Yes, yes.
What do
So
you?
like if
Yeah,
sorry, what were you saying? Finish.
yeah. You draw human images, and you should put the exact emotion that he is feeling in the drawing, right?
Yes. So like I again it differs from picture to picture, but like if I'm trying to draw, superhero and he's like in distress, I'll give him like a kind of like a that kind of face. But yeah, so I'll have to like look at a picture of him for like a couple minutes at a time before I like actually put the pen on the paper, or in this case tablet to actually start. But yeah, and then sometimes I won't get it. It'll take like 3 or 4 tries, and I'll still have to like redo it until I finally get it.
Okay. What is the drawing that took a lot of time of yours? Uh,
Uh, I would say this more of a project. There was a project I made. I was helping my friends who had graduated make a beer dye and beer pong table, and that took a couple days because we were like drawing the top of it. So yeah.
what is the drawing that took least time?
Oh, there've been like like sometimes my friends have just like asked me to sketch something, and so I'll just sit in class and I'll take like 15 minutes and sketch something out, and then I'll just give it to them. But yeah, those don't take that long. They're usually not that good, but
Do you have a
yeah.
website?
I don't have my own website now. I just use Instagram. But
Uh,
maybe one day I'll, make my own website.
because you're saying that you have collection, your personal collection. I want you to put in that website so that people who connects with your thinking will definitely follow you, right?
Yeah. Because I mean, yeah, I have a lot of art that I actually haven't like put on Instagram and that I just keep to myself.
Okay.
But yeah.
And living things and non-living things, you draw both, right?
Yes, I like because I only really put art like on Instagram of characters and stuff, but I have tons of stuff where I'm not. That's just like the environment, like maybe like a river, rocks, or something, or like a bird.
Which one is easy? The living thing or the non-living thing?
I think it kind of depends. I mean, because sometimes it's hard to say. It's probably more the non-living things, just because you don't have to capture like any emotion or anything, and
Yeah.
usually there's more room for error. So like if you're trying to draw a rock, it doesn't have to be perfect. It can just it has to be still has to just look like a rock. But if you're trying to draw like a human, then if you draw the arm a little too short, it's gonna look weird.
Who, I mean, have you drawn drawings of the images of your parents or your friends or anybody who is close to you?
Uh, I made one of my sister, but and then I've made a couple of my friends. But yeah, none of my parents and my brothers. But I made a couple of my friends, and I made one for my sister.
What they said,
Excuse me?
what they said after seeing it.
Oh, she just, well, cause she asked me for it, so I just showed her it, and she thought it was awesome. And yeah, I
Okay,
don't know if she
okay.
still has it, but hopefully she does.
It's very tough job for you to create something which is already there. That is very tough job. You should spend a lot of time in observing small things too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, especially like shading, especially shading, like because sometimes you'll draw it and it just won't look right, and so you have to like hold it up to the image, and it still won't look right. No matter like if you copy it down like perfectly, it'll just look weird, and so you kind of have to like sometimes you might have to improvise just to make it look good, but and so it's hard there because you have no like reference image.
Can you tell any movies in which your art is projected?
Uh, well, I think for artists, it's more like animated movies that tend to like capture your attentions. For me, it was Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I love that movie. I've seen it so many times, but just the art style, I love it. I could watch it again right now. It's super good, and some work. I want to work on something like that. I think that'd be so much fun, and it'd be cool to like, because it like really comes to life, and it's unique too. So I haven't seen any like real life movies like. Uh, that have been like, I bet there are out there, but I'm not too much, I'm not that into it where like I watch movies, but there'd be like TV shows and stuff that really have inspired me just to like draw.
There are a lot of people who watch the Spider-Man, all kind of the animated movies which are created in Hollywood. There are a lot of Indians who watches Hollywood movies. Even the people whom I know, my brothers who are with your age, 17, 18, they're studying still. They they watch those movies, and yeah, if you being I'll show you to them. They'll definitely think that in my age there is a person who is living in United States and doing some creating something, is drawing something new or observing very closely the things. Yeah, they'll know. They'll definitely see this video. And what what else you observed in the nature? You draw
Uh,
things you see very closely, right? What do you observe while drawing?
um, well, I actually plan on, because I'm going camping soon, and so I'm gonna plan on like drawing the river right there. But for that, for example, like I'll just sit down on the shore, maybe put like headphones in to listen to music, and then just stare at the river, and then try to draw as much as I can, and see if I can like get as close as possible. But yeah,
Okay.
I'll just take maybe like a couple hours to stare, and it'll be hard because right the river will be moving and the wind will be
Yeah,
blowing,
yeah.
so it'll be hard. But so that it makes it kind of difficult too. But hopefully it won't be too hard.
So what is the difference between drawing and animation?
I think well animation's a lot harder because it's a lot more time consuming and it can be frustrating, especially if you're not a super patient person, because to get like maybe like a 10-second clip, especially for something more extravagant, that 10 seconds could take anywhere from like 60 to 80 frames, and depending on how much time you have and like how efficient you are, that could take days. And so for big movies, especially like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, it would take full team just to come up with a short clip or a scene. But so I think definitely animation would be a lot harder, while drawing one person can do, and they can take a bigger portrait and still get it done rather quickly compared to animating something.
And it takes a lot of time to create something. If it can be animation, it can be drawing.
Yes.
But it takes very less time to give response for that.
Yeah, it takes a very short time to like double click on Instagram or. But yeah. But again, I kind of do it for myself, just like I could pull up some of my art from like when I was in 6th grade when I wasn't that good, and it's just to see how much like I've progressed and how much better I've gotten. It's crazy.
Do you have any book in which you wrote, you draw, you have? Do you have a collection, your personal
Uh,
collection,
of like recent art.
from the day you started drawing?
Oh, I do. Yeah, actually, they might be in here somewhere. I have one from middle school. I don't exactly know where I put it.
Okay.
You can keep asking questions. I'll look for it. Wow.
Okay. I want to see some of your drawings if you show me, so that
Oh, here we go. I
uh,
found some.
yeah.
Most of these I did not do I copied from like, I either traced or like I copied. I'm trying to find one that, like this. This is
Okay.
something I would do in. This my friend showed me. This one I did by myself, but like, I don't know if you can see
Wow.
it. It's,
Wow.
yeah. My friend showed me. She showed me how to like first. She taught me how to draw like simple like anime characters. But this is when I started to get like, I started to get a little better in like 7th to 8th grade.
Wow.
Yeah.
Eighth grade.
I forget exactly when, either 7th or 8th grade, but these are all from middle school. I had like, this would be an example of something my uncle would draw. Like this, he drew this. I don't know if you can see it, but
Great, man.
yeah,
It looks like an image.
yes,
It is
it's
not like a drawing.
yeah, no, and he did this one. He did this one in no time at all. Like he has more that he spent more time on.
Okay.
But yeah, I would just look up like cool drawings and then like take them, like just try to draw them from the internet, and that's how you like get better at it, and then soon enough you can just make your own drawings, or like
I want.
look at something in nature and then draw it. And so yeah.
I want you to draw something which is not existed on this planet.
Like like make like a real like long
Your
actual
own
drawing.
imagination.
I could do that.
Do that someday.
I'd have I could do that. I'd have to think, because it would take me a while to think of something that doesn't exist, because being like, you think like, oh, he's an artist, he has good imagination, but sometimes it takes me a while to think of stuff. But yeah, I could do that.
Have you tried your dreams drawing? Drawing your dreams.
I have not, actually. That's interesting. I feel like, I could do that. I feel like it'd be more of like, because I don't know, my dreams aren't super weird and they aren't super interesting all the time, but I don't know, sometimes I don't even know I'm dreaming, but I think that's also an interesting concept to do.
Do you believe that every person have his own dreams? One person's dreams will never match with other person's dreams.
Like you could like co-dream or like have the same dream.
Yeah, dreams will never match. That is what I believe.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't know. I feel like you can have very similar dreams, but I don't think like one dream will ever be like the same. Or I don't know. Sometimes you have like reoccurring dreams. I don't know if those are always the same, but no, I don't think one person will ever have like the exact same dream as someone else. Just because there's like so many, it's a dream, so like it's never usually like realistic, and so.
What's your name?
Dylan Wright.
Dylan Wright.
Yes.
I want Dylan Wright to show his dream using drawing to me if I meet him next time.
Gotcha. I can do that. I'd have to
Yeah,
go to sleep and then, remember my dream, but I can do that.
yeah, yeah. Because that will be your signature.
Yeah, I could. I don't. Yeah, I have to. I also don't have a permanent signature that I like sign stuff with, but
Why I'm
I
saying
should
this
come up.
because yeah, why I'm saying this because I'm a creator too. I create YouTube videos. I'm a creator, but I create different things. I create videos. I create emotions in people. I write. I'm a writer. You will draw. I'll write. You
Yeah, we can
draw
make like
to yeah. You draw
yeah,
to show people and get their response. I write something about. Now I'm talking with Dylan. Right. If I understand something about this conversation, I'll just go into my blog. I open my blog. I'll start explaining the conversation that I had with you,
yeah,
and I'll say my view and I'll say your view, and I'll try to explain exactly what happened in this 26 minutes. That is, I felt that is a creative job, and if I want to create impact or if I want to create a particular emotion, I should express using perfect words which suits for the conversation so that they'll understand what exactly happened. That is what a writer do. Writer is also a creator. A writer do, and a video maker. And now I became a video maker, and I'm making video. I'm trying to ask questions which they don't imagine, and I'll get answer for the questions, for the imagination, for the questions I have in my imagination. And I felt like this will be interesting to a third person who is not there right now. You
mhm,
and me is talking, a third person. I want to show this to third person. I from India, Sai Charan, talking with Dylan Wright from US, and this is what happened. This is what happened in this 26 minutes. This is a I want to create something which they didn't see, and
no, that's
that is creating impact because that is what I said. You have to draw your dreams so that only you know your dreams. They don't know your dreams. Only you and me know this about this video. The third person don't know about this video. This will be interesting for the third person, and your dream will be your drawing. The drawing of your dream will be interesting to me and to any person. That I want you to do. I want you to draw only your imagination, not the real thing. I know people will not connect who watches that. They'll not connect with your imagination. They'll connect if you draw something which is already existed. But the signature will be, only if you do something which is not existed, and only the dreams, the imagination can uh, give you, show your exact talent. Because seeing and drawing is, I think, it is easy for you maybe,
yeah.
and drawing without seeing, only the image is there in your imagination, and you
That's
have
a little
to,
harder.
that is, and every director do that, right? Every animation creator will do that, right?
Yeah, like creating their own characters and stuff. That's wow. I haven't done that. I haven't sat down and tried to think of new characters, but that's an interesting concept. Trying to draw my dreams or something that doesn't exist. I never actually thought about that.
What are the side effects that you get if you draw something?
Just the side. You mean what do you mean by side effects?
Which means they don't like you drawing, or they don't like your drawing like
Oh,
this.
oh, oh. Uh, this was more in middle school. Like I would draw, and people would they thought it was just stupid, or it just wasn't cool, and so it was kind of hard, trying to keep going at it. But right now, actually, I don't. the only like side effects, it would be like sometimes I'll just be super tired, but like I'll just keep drawing and I won't know I'm tired, and then I'll like try to get up and do something else and I'll be exhausted. But there's like I wouldn't say there's too many bad side effects, but I just there's some good ones, like just being able to like draw and then share it with everybody.
Positive and
People,
negative responses. How you will take both?
I haven't online. I haven't gotten any negative responses. I'm not super big, and so I don't have most of the people who see my stuff are friends, and so they're usually super supportive. But I guess negative responses would be like, sometimes I'll be drawing or like doodling in class, and then teacher will yell at me because I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. But that's about as far as it goes for negative responses.
Do that affect you?
Not really, because they'll yell at anybody who isn't paying attention. But yeah.
Okay, so most of the time you get positive responses for the creation that you create.
Yes.
That's great. Do you have anything to say about yourself to my people?
Well, I watched some of the other videos and they're super interesting. So I say keep it up. That's awesome. I like what you're doing. Interviewing people from all over the world. I've never actually seen anything like that. So hopefully, like one day you get super big and famous, and then I'll get big and famous too because I was in one of your videos. But
Thank you, man. Thank you so much. This is one of my dream, and I'm
yeah,
drawing it
yeah.
in your language.
You're living the dream.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you only said that before. I mean, just now I said that you have to draw something which nobody have drawn, and just now you said that you have never seen this kind of videos in anywhere, and
Yeah. No.
like
Most. Sorry. Keep going. I interrupted you. My bad.
this is my signature. I want your signature. I want your imagination to be on a paper. I want to see it one day. It can be anything. It can be living thing or non-living thing. In dreams, we see a lot of things. I mean, we imagine a lot of things, and when you show it to the world using your art, I think when people you get responses for something which is not existed and you're drawing that, I think that is the biggest compliment that you get for the art that you
Yeah.
have,
Yeah.
which is not you're not copying, you're creating something which is not existed, and you're getting compliment for that.
Yeah. Like it's my own like thing. I can say that's mine.
Yeah, and you have to be ready to face a lot of negative comments and
Yeah.
criticism to do that.
Yeah. I bet when I start out it won't be so good. So
But every creator faces this
Yeah.
when he creates something which is not existed. Every creator, even me, when I started doing videos with 2 or 3 country people, they said nobody will see your videos, man. Why you're doing this? You're wasting your valuable time. You're wasting your energy. And this is what they said. I completed 60 to 70 videos only in 2 months, and I didn't listen to them. I didn't took their advice, and now I'm getting compliments from you, who is living in different part of the world. That is the
Yeah.
greatest achievement in my life.
That's yeah. That's I mean it's great. Like hopefully one day I can get there. But that's awesome that you're able to do that.
Thank you again for giving your time to me and talking with
Yeah.
me. I'll do one more video with you whenever you're free, and I don't want to disturb you because you spend a lot of time on drawing your doing on your work. I don't want to disturb you, but definitely whenever you're free, I'll knock you. If you're
Yeah.
free,
Okay.
give me time. Yeah,
Awesome. Yeah. For sure.
yeah. Can I put this video on YouTube?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you, man. Thank you,
Yeah. Yeah.
Thailand.
Awesome.
Right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'll see you. Bye.
Bye.